Hi, my name is Scott Strohs, and this is MySQL Shorts. Did you know MySQL HeatWave and MySQL Enterprise allow us to use JavaScript to create stored functions? Let's take a look at how it's done. We're going to break this down line by line. The first line says we're going to create a function named factorial. This function has one argument named num, and the data type is int. The next line specifies the function will return a value of data type varchar256. I'll explain why in a bit. We also indicate that the language being used in the body of the function is JavaScript. And lastly, we use a double $sign to tell MySQL the body of the function is about to begin. So, about that data type thing. You see, the data types for MySQL and JavaScript don't match up one-to-one. Take a look at this chart to see what I mean. Because JavaScript can support much larger numbers, if we used a numeric data type for the return, we'd have to check the size of the value we're going to return to make sure it fits within the data type we're using. Also, by specifying the return data type as varchar256, we get some interesting handling of large numbers without doing any other work. On the next line, we say that if the number is less than 0, return a -1. That's because factorials of negative numbers isn't really defined in standard mathematics, so I'm making it easy. Next, we specify if the number is 0 or the number is 1 to return 1. Why the factorial of 0 is 1, I don't understand. On the next line, we set the value of result equal to the number that was passed in. We then specify a while loop, which will continue to run as long as the value of num is greater than 1. Inside the while loop, we decrement the value of num, and then we multiply the value of result by the value of num. On the last line, we return the value of result. And then we use a double $sign again to tell MySQL we're done defining the function's body. With the function defined, let's take a look at some examples using it. Here, we do select factorial 5, and we can see that the result is 120. Next, we're going to do factorial 25. We can see the value returned is actually in scientific notation. Do you remember me mentioning the interesting handling of large numbers because we use varchar256? This value being returned in scientific notation is an example of that. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. Also, there'll be a link in the description for any code or files we used during this video.